achievement. It's just like win 100 battles in player versus player. It's like, well, that's not happening.
But by the way, real quick before you continue, we are live now, so watch what you say, boys.
Oh, yes, I will be on my best behavior. I don't usually say a lot of swear words anyway.
Oh, that's okay. I fucking swear all the time, so you're good there.
Yeah,
Just be nice
that's
to
just
each
a
other.
habit of mine. I have I had at a time some innocent ears hanging around, so I was trying to clean up my language for that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I did have somebody write to me and be a bit offended and whatever. I can't believe your nickname is JCServant and you swear. And I'm like, if you want to get on the phone and have a long conversation with me and go through the Bible and go through what is the difference between profanity, swearing, and cursing, and, you know, and exactly how we got to this point, I'd love to have that conversation. I love talking about stuff like that. But he didn't want to come on and have a phone conversation about it. He said, "Well, if you can't tell from these Bible passages, da da da." I'm like, oh, okay, that was one of the reasons why I don't attend church anymore. Because whenever I would challenge something, say, "Explain this to me. I've read the Bible for myself. Lead me through this." Well, this is just the way we believe, and you know, or they give me an explanation that's very short and not fulfilling, and I'm like, okay, but the Bible also says this and this and this, or this and this context means that. And then that's it. That's all there, you know. So, I digress. We'll talk about fun things. Diablo, yeah.
I am back. Yeah, Diablo playing.
So my wife and I are playing the seasonal content. So this character here, my really cool undead lich necromancer here. He's up to the max level, and now he's got 30 paragon levels. So he looks like a badass, and he looks really cool. I collected a lot of really good armor for him. He looks like he's ready. He looks like freaking Lich King. He looks really, really cool. And I think this is armor I pretty much got free from the game. That his scythe looks bad. I mean, everything about him looks really, really cool and awesome. I just made the Spiritist because this was a character class that wasn't in the game when I first bought it many moons ago. So that's something I added with the last expansion. So that is what I'll be streaming today because that's the character I play when she's not online. And I'll continue to level this one up. It's only level 11, but yeah, that's she looks like she's ready to take on, and she got the big helmet on and everything. A lot of detail in these character models for a game where you're constantly zoomed out and you can hardly see it anyways. I like how they even sell cosmetics for a game where, you know, usually the camera's this far out. You know, so I just don't know what you're seeing there, but it is, at least you can see it when you go to your character screen. I guess that's where you kind of oogle over your character and go, oh, okay, looks like a badass.
What is your general opinion on Diablo?
Oh, it's fun. It is fun. Let's see here. So, you know, I need to actually do one thing before I start with this character. I need to skip the campaign. Because now I finally finished the campaign on my main character. I can get the skip campaign option on here. Yes.
I played a lot of Diablo 3, and I really like the dungeon crawler. And you got that power fantasy thing, and boy, you get your character set up right, you're whipping through hordes of enemies in this, so that's gotta be right up your alley on that.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Phantom, how are you doing today? Yeah, no, indeed. We are, you know, I will tell you what, I'll probably here and there stream games like this, Earth Defense Force, Dynasty Warriors, and the various Warriors games, because ultimately, you know, they all of them are these power fantasies that I enjoy, where you're one against, you know, dozens, and you're beating the cruddy duddy out of all of them, and to me, that's always going to be a lot of fun.
Welcome, brother.
And
I came back from the cinema from Iron Man.
oh, I heard all about the cinema. Yeah, we're good. Oh yeah. Don't have a whole lot to say about it because I don't watch a lot of movies, so I didn't have anything to contribute really to the conversation.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that one.
No, I read more books, excuse me, than movies I listen to by listening to audiobooks, really.
Yeah. I like audiobooks.
How dare you?
Well, I'm waiting for like the big, huge debate online about is it really reading though? It's listening. It's not reading. It's not the same thing. So I'm waiting for those
I
because
think it's more of that whole old storytelling tradition. That's how stories got passed down to the masses before, because books weren't really a thing back
yeah.
I mean, whether it's reading or not, for sure it's a lot of fun.
No, you don't understand. You don't get it.
then. Nope. I won't pretend to either.
How you doing, Karis, Cross? How you guys doing tonight? Before the Spirit Born was launched, enjoyed playing a bear on it? Oh yeah, no doubt. Oh yeah. Do
I
the
hear a really good audio book. There's Wizard People by gosh, I forget his name now. But it's a parody audiobook of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. It is pretty hilarious.
Oh man, I heard this one really good parody where they were making fun of Zelda, but it was like this person who's living in the Zelda-y universe where Ganon and the hero and all of this were a thing, but they were just a peon in it. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, there's some really good books. They can take a lot of chances, with books and do things with books that you'll never see on like a big screen or anything like that. They can tell some really interesting stories. So yeah, this is a Spiritborn. This came out with the last expansion, and I didn't buy the last expansion, but here's a fun fact, boys and girls. If you pre-order the next expansion, you get the last expansion for free. So that's what I did. So that's how I got access to this guy. And I've also got the new Paladin class, but I'm generally not a melee person. Though this Spirit is actually what it feels like is like a medium range character. A lot of like medium range, like spear-like attacks is what you're kind of seeing here for the most part. But I am pulling enemies in with Tornado and then hitting them with like a poison. That's like an AoE right in front of me. So we'll do that and then do that and poison them all. And let them die. We were talking about Star Trek earlier. I'm always reminded of that scene where Spock has locked himself in the reactor to fix it. And Kirk's trying to rush in and Bones stops him and says, Jim, he's already dead. That's these guys right here. See, they're already dead. Just wait. There it goes.
Is that the other scene from Fist of the North Star, where the main character Ken uses his special move, the 100 crack fist, on an enemy boss?
Yeah.
Mid-boss. Yeah. And the guy's like, I didn't even feel that. That's a joke. And the guy, you're already dead.
You're already dead.
You don't know it yet.
Yeah.
You just don't know it yet.
Yeah, exactly. Ship out of danger, exactly. Karis knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, one thing I've really liked about Star Trek, we were talking a lot about Star Trek earlier, and one of the things that I really like that I feel like some of the new shows, at least from what I've seen, miss, is the idea that it is a naval vessel with stricter regulations, chain of command. In fact, I think there's an episode called Chain of Command, right? And they often address the chain of command and how important that was. And the fact that they were smaller vessels in the older days in particular, right? When you're watching like Enterprise and stuff. And how every tube was important, every room was important, and you're making use of the space and everything like that. I really like that blend, and so I've been looking more and more into science fiction military books, and there's a number of them written by people who've worked or have served in the Marines and the Navy, things like that. So they can blend their real life experiences in with these science fiction-y settings. To come up with some very, very interesting stories that feel, in some ways, closer to Star Trek than a lot of the more modern shows that you're seeing.
The original series Star Trek, the pilot episode that was later redone in, I think, an episode called The Menagerie, where they cut it up and kind of spliced it in. But in that pilot episode, Spock is actually calling out helm controls like he's a naval officer.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
The NCC and NCC 1701 stands for Naval Construction Contract.
There you go. An interesting bit of trivia.
This is, whoa, I was about to say, this is one of the most quiet hell tides I've ever been on, and, oh, no, there we go. Something just barfed up a whole bunch of demons.
Demon dogs.
Yeah, I do like,
Get that reference.
I do like the dodging, and that little spirit dodge is pretty cool. So I do like that little extra mechanic in there.
So this is a necromancer class, you say?
This one's Spiritborn. This is Spiritborn, yeah. My Necromancer's my main, but I usually just play that with the wife. I can show that one off, though. It's not going to hurt anything if I play it for a bit, but I can do some leveling on that character, too. That one's much more powerful. This one's only, like, level 12. That one, I've pretty much set it up to do a lot of skeleton summoning, and they basically go kamikaze, and then they blow things up.
Diablo's version of the mastermind.
Yeah, except you don't care about your poor little minions. You just send them forward to their death. At least the foot soldiers. The lieutenants stay behind and cast spells. So,
Well, this is looking vaguely familiar to Diablo 3, that's for sure.
yeah, it's basically, you know, the Hell Tides are kind of a new thing that you don't quite get in Diablo 3, where they've got these areas that are flagged for an hour that have all kinds of special events going on. They're very high concentration monsters that just get even worse as time goes on. And you can summon bosses to farm for special materials in these Helltide events. Right now I'm farming for cinders while the timer's running out in this area. So I'm hoping I can get 75 cinders before an hour's up to open up a loot chest. And then maybe I'll try increasing the if I can get some good items, I'll increase the challenge rating to expert. But and maybe do some dungeons and who knows, but yeah. You know, you had adventure mode. They kind of added later on to Diablo 3, which I thought was pretty cool. And this is like adventure mode on steroids, I think. It just seems really quiet right now. This is, I mean, compared to what I'm doing on my other character, this is like a freaking walk in the park. And I'm kind of regretting it because I've only got like 2 more minutes to get like 10 more cinders, 11 more cinders. I'm like, can we get some more enemies up in this place? Oh, let me get on my horse. I could go around faster and find them faster. That would make sense.
Yeah, those Paragon levels, you can invest them in the movement speed, really helps out. They still do it as like character-wide, or account-wide for your Paragon levels?
Yeah, so you earn the points account-wide, but they are much more impactful here, and I'll show you my other character, but it's literally, I've already doubled the damage of my character through 30 Paragon levels, and there's hundreds of them, so it's a huge source of power. Very huge. Not to be underestimated.
This movement speed for like the slower character, like the Barbarian when they character and the Crusader, they were like real slow default.
Yeah, and it might have some speed in it. I just haven't come across it yet on the tree, because it's basically a big, huge Path of Exile like tree.
Well, that's changed.
Yeah. Oh, I need like one more cinder. Give me one more monster. There we go. Come on, one of you guys drop a cinder for me. Give me a cinder. Die. Ah, there we go. That's all I need. Go away. Get to a treasure chest. Open that bad boy up before 55 seconds runs out. Give Papa something good. Oh, really? Yeah, I need to up the difficulty. That was sad. All that build up for nothing. Alright, can I go back to town? Whoops. Go back to town, go back to town, go back to town. Bye! So let's see here. If we log out this one, I'll show you on the leave game. Leave game.
Attractive.
Oh yeah. Let me show you the Necromancer. He's my Lich King. I'll show you there's lots of ways to level up your character in this one, so let's see here. So many buttons to press too, I can never remember them all. Oh yeah, oh, that's whoops.
Yeah, he looks like the Skeleton King from Diablo 3.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Almost.
He is something else. One of these buttons, one of these very mini buttons, is his well, that's his gear and stats, and they do a good job of breaking these out. I'm playing some Diablo 2 right now. Are you playing the new Warlock class? Let's see, Book of the Dead. So this is just what kind of skeletons he's picking. Golem blood. What kind of
Warlock class in Diablo 2?
Yeah, there's a new Warlock class they just introduced in Diablo 2 this week. So what's this one? Bomb glow absorbs 30% of the damage you would take. Oh gosh, yes. All right, so this is the Paragon tree, and each one of these blips normally only gives you like 5 points of intelligence or something like that. Nothing huge, but then you get to this prime thing here, and it's like plus 20% damage and 4% maximum life, and bonus another 120 or another 20% damage if you meet willpower requirements. So that's pretty nifty. Then I got up to here and I unlocked this glyph socket. This glyph socket, if you put a glyph in it that you unlock somehow, then then it buffs all of the nodes around it. And these blue nodes are like things that are like plus 15% damage to elites, plus 20% damage overall. And so this is buffing all these nodes to even more incredible pylon figures.
Good grief.
Yeah, just piling on and piling on and piling on. Not to talk about your normal skill tree from just leveling up and getting skill points in this tree, which will do things like, make your army of the dead do more damage, and this will add on 30% increased summon damage, and this one will give your minions 24% more armor, and this one will give you 12% more increased critical strike chance when you're healthy, which means you're near full health, and things like that. So that's another way to level up your character. Plus, you get mercenaries, and those mercenaries level up. And you get to pick skills for them, because why wouldn't you? All right. And what about this one? Anyways, then there's the divine gifts. The divine gifts, I don't remember about the mercenaries, but for a fact, the divine gifts are specific to this season of play, and what they do is they can give you boons. Like this one here says that Pangs of Duriel can drop gem fragments in Helltide, and whatever have you, and you get a barrier after becoming injured every 20 seconds. But you can put a second one right here in this circle out here. And if you do, well, you'll get more benefits, but you'll also get a curse because you're getting greedy. So if I put this one in here, I'll get extra experience globes, but maggots will start falling from meteors, and all maggot attacks will consume one of my health potions. So that's a little bit of a drawback, right? But that's what I get for getting greedy and getting more experience. So you can take these in and out and modify your experience in the world as you get these unlocked. So there's another thing they add into the game. There's lots of ways to power up your weapons. This guy right here powers up your weapons as you go through the game. It's incredible. I could go on and on and on, but yeah, they definitely give you a lot of power fantasy and a lot of ways to play the game. And that guy, you're in Act 4 and your Warlock is OP so far. I knew it! I knew it was good to buy him, because that's how they validate your purchase. Make sure the classes are OP at the beginning and then they nerf them later on. So you got to buy them early and get them while they're OP. Alright, I'll show you a little bit of this guy here, and we'll go and summon up a bunch of skeletons. Now this guy's playing on Oh, wait, let me put him to Torment 1. We were going to put him on Torment 1, see if he can survive. So let's go up to the difficulty statue here. Switch this bad boy to Torment. Ooh, I've got to unlock the Pit of the Artificer and conquer tier 10 on this character to do this. Oh, okay, we learn something new every day. Okay, no Torment for now. We're just going to go in there and see what we can kill. Hey, Jerome.
What's going on, Jerome?
PvP event. Whoa, 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 whoa. PvP event. Well, shit pickles. Oh, no, 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 no. Princess, no, does not PvP. No, yeah, no. Emergency warp speed out of here. Emergency warp. Princess doesn't do PvP. Yeah, you gotta watch what zone you warp into here. Okay, here we go. Whew, that was close. All right, so yeah, these things are fun. I think these Hell Tides are super, super fun. A lot more than Hell Tides to do. I'm just kind of a little hyper focused on them at the moment. Let's see. All right, so Necromancer can of course raise skeletons from these bodies. My skeletons have this really bad habit of going and exploding on enemies, and that's because of this artifact thingy that I have. I guess I should show that off first. Go to a safe spot right here. But you got a bunch of legendary items, and each of these things have different things. But this one right here, Skeleton Warriors explode on death, dealing 1,500 physical damage. They lose 25% of their life while in combat, so they tend to explode quite often. Now, that was I will say that was really, really good back in the day. It is kind of getting to a point where it's probably not so good anymore, and I should probably just let it go and stuff. He went back downstairs. You want to go get him? So I should probably switch that out, but at low levels it was really, really good. We'll see how good it is here. But they'll just go up there, and as they're getting into combat, they'll run out of life, and then they'll just explode. And you'll see chunks of this guy's life come off as a result. On top of that, I can hex enemies to slow them down, lower their damage. I got this big golem here. He's the Hulk. And basically, when I press number 3, he becomes unstoppable. He deals a crap ton of damage. He drains life. He basically goes Hulk smash. But my crown jewel is Army of the Dead. I have done everything I can to totally trick this power out. This is like your big nuke. This is, if you're a blaster, this is your T9 power right here. This does an incredible 1,200 damage, which is like, I don't know, 8 of those exploding demons or skeletons or whatever have you. And it just does a crap ton of damage while buffing me at the same time because I put so much shit on it, it's not even funny. We save that usually for bosses because usually everything else dies fast enough too. Golem and other tricks. Usually you don't have to look too long to find a boss though in these Hell Tides. And the longer you stay in Hell Tides, the more this Hell Tide meter goes up. The more pissed Hell gets at you. And when it gets really pissed at you, it just sends never-ending swarms of shit at you all at once. Because Hell's had enough of your shiz. Hey SL, how are you doing today? Do anything fun, new and exciting? Oh, now here's a group of elites. So we'll summon this super skeleton army of death on them. And they're dead. That's why I think I could probably rank this up to Torment. I just gotta unlock it. Still playing the Pyro Poison Controller. Is that, what level is that one? 30 now? Oh, nice, nice. And it was Arcane Bolt that got you there, right, SL? Uh-oh. Forces of Hell grow infuriated. Oh no, it's Mr. Bills. There's a lot of things on the screen.
More things to kill.
So many things to kill. Yeah, must have for new controllers. I'd like to... I mean... I don't say I like to hear it, but yeah, it's true. Purge the cellar. What could be in the cellar? Oh, a treasure goblin. Yeah, die, you SOB. Yeah, run where you can, buddy. Ain't gonna help you from the army for the dead. Yeah, fresh legendaries. Wow, that was quick. And you get better loot out of these dungeons when you're doing a hell tide like this, and it's, you know, there. A little mini dungeon never hurt anybody. Oh, and when you come back out, why wouldn't there be a huge crowd of monsters waiting to greet you? Oh, gosh. A big hell mouth. Just like those big things that just, you know, come from the ground and go bleh, and just spews out a bunch of demons. So a couple of things we were talking about earlier. We're talking about, I might be wrong about defenders. Defenders might be secretly awesome to solo. Just been thinking about them wrong. And I'm working on that. We could switch over and we could do some exciting defender play if you guys want, but there's a long subject on that if you're interested. On soloing defenders. Oh, okay. Well, there we go on that. Go back to my Spiritus now. Haha. So what we found out, SL, and I've got a spreadsheet, because of course I do, right? Why wouldn't I have a spreadsheet? Right? Yeah, I did make it to Diablo, Puznut, but we are talking about defenders for a minute here, right? So let me show you guys. Let me see if I can share this screen here, okay? I hate to do spreadsheets on you guys, but I think I have to in this case, so you're gonna have to bear with me, okay? All right. Let's take a look at this spreadsheet here. I'll zoom in here. All right. So the top is Defender, the bottom here is Corruptor. Okay, so this is the numbers it says in the system, right? When you look at the powers and you look at Fire Blast on your Corruptor, it says it does 50 points of damage at level 30 or 20. But Flares or Fire Blast, I guess I can get rid of Flares here because that's not doing anything for me. I said hide this, hide. Okay. But Fire Blast is only showing 24. Fireball says 22, it's showing 44 here. Blaze is 50, it's showing 103 here. Okay? And then with enhancements, it comes out to this much with 40% enhancements because it's taking my 60% and exemplaring down. Long story, but the whole point is I have like 40% on each of these. except for Fireball because I have that triple slotted, so that's 64%, okay? Now, this looks like that Corruptor is twice as good as Defender. There's just one problem. When the system is showing you the number there, when you mouse over and it says, oh, it does 40 points average damage, it's including like situational procs. In the Corruptor's case, it's including the Scourge mechanic, right? So that is not super helpful at all when you're comparing two totally different classes, or you're comparing two powers within your Corruptor if one of them doesn't have the Scourge mechanic. So it's not super helpful there. So what I did is I dug into the power stuff, and if you read the details of the power, it'll tell you, for example, that Fireball does 6.89, like smashing or lethal, I think it is, plus 24 fire, right? And then it'll say 24 fire again. And that's what's coming up to the 44, or something like that. Am I doing that right? I'm probably not. I'm missing something somewhere. But the whole point is, it'll have that extra number listed again, and that's the corruption number. So that's something to kind of keep in mind. What's also kind of interesting is if you look at the ticking damage and you look at the base numbers, you're seeing that basically Corruptor is only a few points higher than Defender. It's supposed to be a 15% difference. Here it's 1.13, right? And if I do this, it's 1.13. So close to 15%, not quite, but it's in the ballpark. Okay. Then what I did, guys, is I went and I fought some enemies. The exact same enemies with the exact same powers on each. And this is how much damage I did on each. And this is the proc damage that I did. Okay. So you see here, the advertisement, it advertised a total of 31 damage. I got 31 damage on the mob. Up here, it advertised, here it advertised 27, but I got 32. Can anybody tell me why? Here, it advertised 3.96 damage over time as an after effect of Fire Blast. I got 4.78 on my Defender. Can anybody tell me why? Anybody? I feel like I'm a teacher in class. Can the students explain to me why, if the power was showing, when you dug into the details, it was showing 27 points of damage total, right? 21 plus 6. But when I hit the monster, it hit for 32. Bragging rights to whoever can tell me the answer to this on the Defender. No idea, SL? Buzz? Anybody? Exactly. Jerome got it. Jerome, give yourself a brownie point. Because Defenders get a 30% solo buff, right? So it comes out to 32 damage, right? So 21 plus 6 is 27. 27 times 30%. Well, it's only 30% of the base damage, right? So 30% of the base damage is 6.6 extra damage, right? So if we do 6.6 plus 21 plus 6.07, we get 33.91. We're really close to the 32 number we saw. But yes, it's a 30%, right. It's a 30%. So what we see here, as we look through these powers, is we see that the Defender's numbers is very comparable and actually slightly better than the Corruptors in this particular test. Now this doesn't take into account corruption. Where corruption helped to finish an enemy off faster, I can't really put that into my spreadsheet. When corruption kicks in, most of these powers do 50 to 100% more damage when it kicks in towards the end of an enemy's life. So that certainly gives the Corruptor a nice edge over the Defender overall for DPS. But it is very interesting. I would say in a lot of fights, corruption doesn't have a big effect for me. It helps to finish off lieutenants faster, right? Yeah, but I don't think it's it's like a huge deal breaker. Against bosses, it has more value, and it definitely has more value if you're using powers with DOT effects like fire, right? You're going to get more value out of fire getting that DOTs at the end. But I do find this very, very interesting because this means that really the defender should be very close in a lot of solo situations. Now, the defender gets a 15% or so buff to their support things, right? To things like radiation powers and empathy and things like that. I think a lot of times those bonuses aren't super great, but if you're very careful, take a look at Fallout Queen. Fallout Queen has the ability to debuff enemies so that their to hit against her are lowered by 25% right now. That's been huge, right? That literally cuts down the number of attacks that hit her in half. Because only 50% of attacks hit you. If you knock it down 25%, you're knocking it down in half. A defender would be higher than that. A defender would be easily 30-35%, which would cut it down by much more. So there is a good argument that a radiation storm defender could be totally kick ass because they'll hardly ever get touched. Now they won't get the scourge mechanic to do the the killer damage as an enemy gets low on life. So it's going to take you longer to kill, which means you're going to run into endurance issues more often because you can't finish them off as you're getting low on endurance. You can't kill them off as fast. But I do find this very, very interesting because honestly, I honestly did not think that the regular damage against most enemies was even comparable between the two. Now, mind you, this is with kind of gimped enhancement bonuses. Normally, with enhancements, you're supposed to be closer to 100% extra damage with good enhancements, right? So if you go to 100% extra damage with good enhancements, and we're going to just say, that this should be 15% more. Like we're going to try to look at some true numbers. Okay, boom, boom, boom. That's probably what the Corruptor's true numbers are before the Scourge mechanic, right? So, did I do this correctly? Times 1.5. Yeah, let me get rid of this flares because that's going to keep disturbing me. Okay. But what you're going to see here is that plus this plus times 0.3. All right, so here's the true. Look at this, boys and girls. Look at this. When you account for a full enhancement set of 100% damage bonus, the defender solo brings his damage up to exactly the same amount as the Corruptor. Isn't that insane? Without the corruption mechanic. Right there. Boom. But I don't know why then so many of us have struggled to actually solo with defenders, if this is the case. I got some ideas in my head that are floating around, but, and part of it might just be the approach has been wrong. Just like my approach was wrong with controller, and that's why I couldn't solo well with controller. So I'll continue to think through this, but there might be a way to make them more soloable. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. Solo defender is a corruptor. In terms of its DPS after enhancements in solo, yeah, they're very, very comparable. Now, if you were to, let's say, do build up, and let's say build up gives you an additional 50% damage. Remember, that's 50% of core, right? So a build up here would be this plus 50% of this, right? So let me do that times 0.5, right? So it'd be 69. Okay, but for the corruptor, it's this, or the defender, I should say, plus 50% of that. Okay. All right. So as you're using as you're using some of the bigger buffs and stuff, if you're using reds, you're going to fall behind corruptor a bit because they have better base damage, and a lot of things key off of base damage. But it's not a huge chasm. It's not a huge chasm at all. So, and if you're using something like kinetics or something, you're getting a better percentage buff out of kinetics than the corruptor is, so it should wash. So I think the designers knew what they were doing, but I don't know why so many of us are struggling. Part of it obviously must be attributed to the fact that with a defender you get your attack powers later in the game, right? Which means you shouldn't be moving up your difficulty as quickly. You shouldn't be going to ×2 as fast as you do with a corruptor, because you're not getting your big fireball, infernos, things like that until later on in the game. So, food for thought, guys. Food for thought. But that's what I've come up with. And after doing some research today, after somebody gave me a very detailed email saying I was wrong. And I read it, and I think they're right. Let's go back to Diablo. Yeah, but these models on this game are very detailed. Oh, by the way, look at this, guys. She's got a backpack with a sleeping puppy dog in it. Look at that. Isn't it cute? Because why wouldn't she have a backpack with a sleeping puppy dog in it?
Maybe that's much.
Yeah, save that bad boy for later. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Alrighty. Hey, TK, how are you doing today? Oh, I appreciate the offer. I'm just kind of goofing off. Oh. Just had a little run up the stairs. Had to take care of something real quick. What am I doing? Lunar Awakening. Sure, why not? Oh, wait. We're gonna check old inventory first. Magic Glaive. 3. Count them 3 points of damage. Mahahaha. I don't know. How are you doing, TK? Welcome. Do you play a lot of City of Heroes, or sounds like you play a lot of Diablo? Whew. Yeah. So SL, with all of that, or with all that numbers I gave you, are you ready to roll up a whole bunch of defenders now? Path of Exile 2, Spreadsheet Simulator. Oh no, not Spreadsheet Simulator. I'm a controller person, but SL, it's like defenders and controllers are both got the support powers, right? Well, and corruptors, they're all adjacent.
Even heard the shrines throughout the land are rippling with their spirits. Boons tomb. Better go revel in their boons while you still can. Who knows how long? Gods, you're back. I've been dying of curiosity. Dad would have loved it.
Well, that was easy. Wish all my quests were that easy. There's a wardrobe thing around here. Oh, I'm taking the scenic route to all these different things, aren't I? Alright, let's see what we can do for a helmet. That puts her hair up in a bun. That's a very interesting helmet. What other do we have? See, I pick long hair on purpose. I want something that shows off the long hair. Oh, gosh. Ah! I won't make a warrior out of you yet.
Her bangs have special powers.
I think they do. Oh, here we go, lion head. Oh, gosh. That just sucks in your whole face. Now, they did a great job on these models, that's for sure.
Yeah, a couple of them look really cool.
Oh, and there's the broken face from the story. Yeah, you get that guy's one from the story there. Oh, wow. And you unlock a lot of these just in the store. I haven't paid for any of these. There's a bunch you could buy. Some of these are premium and stuff, like probably this one or something. But, oh gosh. Oh, you know that is a paid item right there. Holy shit. Oh gosh. Open up your wallet and say, okay, I have to see how much this cost. 2,800 platinum, which is like 25 to 30 bucks. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be?
Play Diablo dress up.
Right. I think I'm addicted to Veets. I like crowd control so I won't get hit. Well, SO, why don't you play a Dominator? Then you can have, like, hold them down and then beat the crap out of them. Cosmetics, yeah, there's something else. Let me do, all right, so let me just do, I want to do a helmet that kind of shows off her hair, so I'm just going to stick with this one for now. And you can set the pigment on these. There's lots of different pigment-y colors. So if you're trying to go for something that matches her eyes there, we'll do purple, I suppose. And yeah, there's a whole bunch of chest pieces as well. And you can, you know, anytime you find a new piece of armor, you unlock its cosmetic, you know, on that account. Very similar to like World of Warcraft or something. So you can always go back and 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 set it to however you want from things you've unlocked in the past. So there's all of that. Lots of different chess pieces for the, and I haven't even played this class before, so I guess these are stuff that I found on another class, or I've already picked them up already. I don't know. Yeah. Very fancy stuff. Oh. Okay. Got all kinds of arm braces there you could pick from. Make her all purpley. Got all kinds of loincloths. Got to protect that loin, am I right? Oh, we're definitely going for the minimalistic look. All right. What about these? What about these legs here? You know, the most important part of your body is the legs, right? The shins and everything. Gotta make sure those are well protected. What are those, like bear claw feet? What are those? Why don't you just go for, like, barefoot look? Why not? Alright, back out to action. Spend all day working on your looks, you don't get any work done. 5 Grim Reapers. Core skill. Wonder if I can find something. 3 Grim Whispers. Whisper will expire in 9 minutes. Huh. Let's see what's in the corrupted area. Slay the cultist. 1 Grim Favor. 1 Grim Favor. 1 Grim Favor. Greed itself. Tortured gifts open. Claim tortured gifts. Well, that sounds exciting. What could possibly go wrong? I like these loading screens too. You know, the real benefit of playing this game during the winter is it turns your computer into a space heater. Warms my feet very nicely. Excuse me, coming through. Excuse me. I didn't equip my new lion. We got a lion. I'm riding a boring horse. Oh well.
So Philip, how is the stream?
Oh, same old, same old.
Okay, okay.
Oh yeah, just killing things and... So, claim tortured gifts. Where are these tortured gifts at? The forces of hell grow infuriated. Well, now they're going to be dead in 3, 2, 1. That was fun. Nothing like calling those cultists, am I right? These cultists don't call themselves. Oh, it's so easy to demonize cultists, you know? No one ever wonders if they're just misunderstood, or maybe they just made a mistake and went down the wrong road. Nope, they must be evil. Fandom, you can't remember the story of this game? The most epic story ever told in a Diablo game? Okay, I'll give you the TLDR version, okay? People made bad decisions and summoned Diablo or one of his lieutenants as a result, and you gotta fix it. Sound familiar? Yeah, no, not alright. Over here, pumpkin. Ew, disgusting maggot eggs. That's disturbing. I don't know why this reminds me of the monk in Diablo 3.
It does look vaguely familiar to the monk from what I can remember, the attack style of the animation.
Yeah, the whole thing like pulling them in and then kind of doing a big whoopee on them. Feels a little monkey. I like these little things where you kind of jump around and do kind of stuff like that. That's always fun. Well, that's a big maggot. Oh gosh, it's a lot of these guys. Definitely time to show off that AoE. So Phantom, or anybody who's in the chat, what is your favorite Diablo and why?
My favorite Diablo, Diablo 2.
And why?
And why? It's a good game. Very atmospheric. In Diablo 3 I'm not a fan of very... how to say it? The character progression is very lacking. And in the case of Diablo 4, I didn't play it. Diablo 2, simple, good, fun, nice.
No, hold on here. Getting overwhelmed. Stand by. Your answers are important to me. But I think I pissed off hell. Oh, almost died, almost died. Oh, you don't want to die with all these cinders, because then you lose half of them. Oh, remember how the monk in Diablo 3 did that bell attack? I didn't like the bell. I just felt like the bell was weird.
I'm right there with you on that one.
Right? Who was it that woke up and said, you know what the monk needs is this force attack that's in the shape of a mother effing bell?
I think the idea behind that was like, in the temple they have that big bell that they, chime with that big ram. Maybe that was the idea behind it. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah. Ah, so many weird weapons flying all over the screen. Oh, he just hulked out. My character's in that mess somewhere. Somewhere you know she's in there. For, let's see, 2 because I grew up playing that one. Have you seen 2 Resurrected, Phantom? 4 was really slow when they first launched it, so I haven't played it that much, but it got a lot snippier with the season updates. Yeah, I will say this season thingy, my wife's been playing it the last couple of weeks, and I've been playing it all weekend. This has actually been a lot of fun. I will say I barely scratched the surface, and I've been having quite a bit of fun with it. Yeah, you have 2 res. I really like the graphical effects of 2 res. Now, if I load it up, are you going to be able to give me hot tips and answer questions and stuff like that? Ooh. That almost ended very poorly for me. Come on. Oh, gosh. Why are they hurt so much? Die, die, die. Now let me get my rift doodads here. No, they're all mine. Go away. Go away from me. All the treasure's mine. All the loot is mine. Oh my goodness gracious. Witch Doctor is the best Diablo class. It's criminal he didn't come over to D4. That is absolutely true. I love the Witch Doctor. Wait, is it in Diablo Immortal? No, is it?
So Philip, I have a question for you. What Paradox game have you played recently?
Just City of Heroes and Diablo. That's all I'm doing right now. So many.
I remember you saying very positive things about Crusader Kings 3.
If I'm looking for a meta build? No, I don't even know the basics of how to play the game fandom because I didn't grow up on that one. Yeah, but I do have some questions. I'll load it up here. Maybe you can help me out a few things. What were you saying there, Usar?
I heard you saying very positive things about Crusader Kings 3.
Yeah, I haven't gone back to it in a while. I've been too busy mindlessly killing things and everything else. Too much time and not enough things to do. Oh wait, reverse that.
Reverse, yeah.
Oh, we can summon a boss here. I'm gonna redeem these at the treasure chest first. You're gonna see me summon a boss here. I was so excited that I could that I didn't stop to ask if I should. I'm just gonna summon the boss.
Okay, Jeff Goldblum.
What's that?
I said, okay, Jeff Goldblum. He's the one that said that in Jurassic Park. He was the chaos theorist. Your scientists were too busy wondering if they could. They didn't think if they should.
Right. Edwin says I haven't played D5 in a while. D5? I don't think D5 is out yet, Chief.
It's gonna be at least 10 years till D5.
Yeah, it'll be a little while. So I'm gonna plant that right there, and I'm gonna plant this right here, and that's gonna call up a world boss here in about 3.5 seconds. Okay, well after I kill off his little freaks. Oh, they keep pushing me back. It's very rude. It's like knockback from City of Heroes. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. It just occurred to me that maybe I should have like equipped the good armor before I did this. Yeah, I'm beginning to question my life decisions right here. I wonder if they'll give me a second to just equip some good armor. Can you guys like give me 1 minute? Just one hot teeny tiny minute? Oh, Duriel followed me all the way up here because why in the hell wouldn't he?
Oh, we have 16 viewers. That's really nice. So, chat, a question for you. What games have you been recently playing?
City of Heroes,
short delay for the stream, but yeah, we have. Yep, City of Heroes.
Diablo 3, ironically enough. Echelon Book 1.
Echelon Book 1 is it? I don't know the game.
It's a very, very old point-and-click game. D&D style, kind of inspired. It's got an interesting story. The graphics obviously are not going to be that great. You're talking about a 20 to 30-year-old game, pretty much. But it's got some interesting aspects to it.
Yeah, I'm not ready for him.
Raid Shadow, no, just
Raid Shadow Legends, yes,
Just
totally.
kidding,
with all the free legendaries. I mean, if you log in now, you can get like 4 legendaries, 4 epics.
Yes.
And, you know, they're just throwing stuff at you to play the game.
I'm gonna check my audio on the stream moment.
Raid Shadow Legends, everyone should play it. Is Diablo 2 objectively better? I don't think I would say that. First of all, you can never say something's objectively better. It's always subjective. But from an outsider's perspective, who didn't, I will tell you, I've given Diablo 2, 3, and 4 a try. And if I, as a person who has no horse in the race, right? Like, I didn't have a bunch of friends dragging me into 2. I wasn't born, you know, it wasn't the first action RPG I played. It wasn't the last action RPG I played. It was nothing in between, you know, and whatever have you. For me, Diablo 2 was very rough. Diablo 3 was a little rough at the beginning, but I really, really got into it and had a lot of fun with it. Diablo 4 has had a very rough start. But this new season right here has just convinced me this is a really, really fun power fantasy. This is what I love. I look forward to Diablo-like game. Is really good power fantasy, really good ways and clear ways to level up my character that puts me at the driver's wheel and not completely, you know, at the thing of RNG and whatnot. Yeah, I'm kind of with Puzz. I don't know if Diablo 2 isn't just a little bit more of the nostalgia thing. I'll load up some Diablo 2 here because I do have some questions. I do have some questions that maybe if I'm playing through that some of you guys who are more Diablo 2 people can help me out with. So.
Okay, and my audio on your stream should be fine.
Let me see if I can load it up here. Oh, actually, I want to see if Diablo Immortal had the Warlock as well, but we'll do Diablo 2 first. I don't have artwork or logos for that other stuff, so we're going to turn that off. You can hear it, but you can't see it. I have not tried Path of Exile 2 because it's not a finished game yet. I have tried Path of Exile 1 and I found it harder to get into than Diablo 2, which is saying something. Alright, let me load up my sorcerers here. And you know, you take a look at the sorcerers and you're like, level 20 doesn't seem like a lot. But it takes a lot longer and it's a lot harder to get a sorceress level 20 than it is in Diablo 3 or 4. I don't know if that means it's better or just harder.
Yeah,
but it is definitely harder. Alright. William played old school for you guys, okay? Let me go to sound, turn that down just a little bit so we can hear the other people talking. Okay. First off, alright, so here's what I have item-wise, right? I got these books that hold all of your scrolls of Town Portal and Identify. I got this charm thingy that looks like you have to hold it in your inventory. It says keep in your inventory to gain the bonus. Same thing here, poison resistance. So I'm just holding on those. I got some keys, which at least those stack. And then I've got some extra backup mana potions, a healing potion on top of what I got in my belts. Okay. Repairs 1 durability in 33 seconds. Well, there we go. Oh, excuse me. Alright, so you have to carry your charms, right? So this takes up value. First of all, it is hard to convince me. I'm not saying this isn't a good game, okay? But you have to understand, I'm a pragmatist. I don't put value on something being old, but I also don't detract from it being old. But I do, but I look at something and I ask myself, is it fun? Do I have fun with it? Now I play City of Heroes, and City of Heroes is a very, very old game. But you guys have listened to me talk about City of Heroes for hours on end. You know that I don't hide its warts. I talk about its warts and its shortcomings. And I acknowledge the fact that while I adore City of Heroes, I would never say it's the best MMO of all time. You know, I would not try to position it as the greatest MMO. I would say it does certain things better than most MMOs, even most MMOs today. Like its action-y combat system, it's a power fantasy of making you feel so powerful is almost unparalleled outside of a few other games. Like that one Asian-y one or whatever have you, a few other MMOs. Anyways, I don't want to make this about City of Heroes, but my point is, I don't give extra credit because you're an old game, okay? Oh, it's a product of its time. Well, tough titty. That doesn't mean it's fun. There's a reason why I don't sit around playing a lot of old games. I'd rather play Diablo 4 than, let's say... Oh my gosh, what's the name of a game from the old days? Pick one. The original Legend of Zelda, okay? Really great masterpiece. I don't want to go back and play Legend of Zelda, all right? So here's the question here. With very, very limited inventory space of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, or 40 slots, am I forced? Is this the right? Like this is the design expectation that I only get 40 slots, and on top of that, out of those 40 slots, I've got almost a half of them kind of taken up by products right here. Is that the usual approach to these things that you're going like? Is that because especially since some of these items are really, really big, it only takes me to find like 2 things I need to return back to town. Is that normal? We're gonna go out. Let me go and get into a fight. Yeah, you're fine, right? This is normal. This is another day in paradise, Phil. What are you talking about, bruh? This is another day in paradise. Use town portals wisely, as in use them liberally and often, right? Oh, Decker Kane's right. We all remember Decker Kane. Stay a while.
Hey.
Yeah, good day. So we gotta talk.
You have quite a treasure there in that.
Yeah, let's stay around and talk. Alright, where in the hell is the teleporter in this town so I can go to a waypoint? Oh, it's up there. I really do adore how this game lets you go to modern view like this with the press of the button. I love this. This right here is the coolest thing since sliced bread. Like, this is awesome. So I'm on chapter 2. I know you guys are like, well, I'm on chapter 15. I'm like, yeah, no, it took me a while to get to chapter freaking 2, and I still can't figure out how to get to chapter 3. I think I've done this like 3 times, and I've never gotten to, to the next section of chapter 2. Right? Let me see here. Fireball, 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 fireball. Everything gets a fireball. The controls are a little weird for me. Right? You switch your skills by pressing an F key, and then you activate them with the right mouse button rather than just pressing 1, 2, or 3. So these are the types of things that I would suggest hold it back from the greatness that might be considered Diablo 3 or 4. Just saying, boys and girls, this is not exactly super. So So I guess this is another question. Did you guys ever figure out a way around this? Whoa, how do I heal? How do I heal? Number 1. Yeah, the number keys are for healing. Did you guys ever figure out a way around this? Or is this like, yeah, no, you're stuck using the F keys and... Tough titty. Get lots of potions, though. Never run out of healing. Yeah, tons of healing. Stay a while and listen, right? Right? Stay a while. Oh, Tomb Raider Remastered. Does Tomb Raider Remastered let you switch back and forth too? Didn't have to change skills very often for that to... You know, so imagine a world in Diablo. Imagine if there was a Diablo 5 coming out. And they were saying, we designed this game, boys and girls, to where you only need to use one skill most of the time. Just one. You'll use the other one every once in a while. You know, like, for example, maybe I need to put on my ice armor once in a while. There we go. Hit F2 to put on the ice armor. What is this? Teleport. Oh, there's teleport. Whoop. Oh, that'll burn up the old mana bar, won't it? What else do I have here? So what? I have Fire Blast and Firebolt. Yeah. But could you imagine in like an action RPG today that really was focused on just having 1 or 2 skills that you were using most of the time, that you're just kind of supposed to navigate, you know, like that wouldn't be considered, that would be probably something that keeps it from a 10 out of 10 score. Ooh, they do burn really good though, I will say. They do burn really good. Yeah, usually you buff your main skills and that be it, right? Yes, it does what? But yeah. So usually I'm buffing. I kind of got into that mode where, okay, so at least I'm doing it right. And you guys aren't telling me, no, Phil, this is what we really did. So I have all on my own, because I haven't read any guides or anything. I just kind of got into the pattern with the sorcerers where, yeah, I buff her once in a while with the buffing skill, which is F2, buff. And then F1, I think, is single target, and F3 is like the multi-target. Yeah, no need for attack as an auto sorceress. Yeah, I don't really use the auto attack a whole lot, right? The mana comes back decently quick. Plus, I've only got like 812 mana potions, so I feel like I got mana potions come out the wazoo. If anything, I probably don't need all these mana potions. There's so many of them, so freaking many. We gotta drag these down into my belt every once in a while here. So many. I'm like, what am I gonna do with all these? Just throw them away? Go back into... Look! And then you pick up like a couple of weapons. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm already overburdened. Do you guys just throw these white things on the ground? Like this one right here? Do you just throw this on the ground? Poe similar in that regard? Oh, okay, that's interesting. So Path of Exile is kind of like to focus on one skill as well. That's interesting. Yeah, because, you know, like in Diablo 3 and 4, I wouldn't imagine playing without using all 4 of the skills on a regular basis, more or less. Right, more or less. Oh, I guess I should show you guys what's on my skill tree too, but I'm going to guess we just throw the white thing on the ground, right? Because you don't want to go back to town for just one white piece of really large gear. Maybe this won't be worth something. With an identify scroll, I can take a look here. It's a blue gnarled staff. I'm using a sacred skull and shield. In this one, I have javelins. I have javelins of shock. Oh, that sounds pretty impressive. Adds 1 to 3 lightning. Is a staff of lightning, is that melee? That seems worth trying out here. Let's give this a shot and see. Let's experiment a little bit. See what. We gotta go find something to hit with the staff. You just toss anything white, okay. Also helps after you get the cube for a bit of extra space. What's? I think he said I have the Horde Adder cube, but I don't know what that does. I'm just gonna... Oh, she just whacks with the staff. I mean, it whacks kind of hard, I suppose, but... we don't want to be close to things. One of the reasons I play Sorcerer is not to be close to things, right? We're just gonna blow you up before you even get to us. Stay still and take your lickings. Yeah. Fireball, 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 fireball. Cubes for crafting, you can also use it as extra inventory space. Oh, really? Huh. How do I know if I got this cube yet? Leaving a lot of blue ink unless it's caster gear. Oh, okay. So that's how you guys avoid like not being irritated and going back to town every 5 seconds. You just kind of ignore anything that, you know, is white or blue. Stay a while and listen. Come here, you're dead. Come here, stay still, fry. Alright, we're frying. We're frying, boys and girls. Now, let's see. Even a lot of blues. Okay, in Act 1, I'll pick that stuff up and sell it just because you need something to work with. That's fair. But I'm in Act 2 now. I've got 5,000, 6,000 gold, so I'm rich. Stay still. Okay, alright, for those of you that do you play in old school graphics mode or new school graphics mode? Be honest with me, right? Be honest. Old school or new school? Old school usually? Nice, nice. Oh, hey, Ghost Yuki. I didn't realize you jumped in. How you doing? Alright, so we're going to ignore that bow because it's white. We don't like anything white. There's a ladder over there. I need to figure out how to get past this this section and move on to the next chapter, whatever have you. Let's see. Oh, Phantom likes the new graphics. Okay. Well enough, just trying to get some nostalgia and getting disappointed. What do you mean you're trying to get some nostalgia and getting disappointed, Ghost? What do you mean? Alright, so probably need to climb up this here ladder. Get out of my way, you son of a gun! Stop it! Just stay still and let me hit you with my stick. Oh, it froze him. That's funny. Oh, I want my money. Oh, a little wall of text on that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I got a wall of text waiting for me back home. Now, should I go in here? Do I go in here? Is this how I move on with the game? Or is this just like a side thing to like keep me from going on with the game? Does it say where to go in the quest log? Okay, that's a good question. All right, let's take a look at the quest log. Message log. All right, it's not the message log. Quest log. Okay. All right. Search the halls of the dead under the dry hills for the cube. Oh, here we go. Halls of the dead. You're right. Good call, Ghost Yuki. All right, we're going in here. We're getting this done. Oh, we got some enemies here. Oh, he looks very unhappy. Let's see here. Okay, I'm on the cube and staff part. Yeah, something. Okay, we don't need this guy. He's worthless. Use the javelins here. Not that I really don't use weapons a whole lot. I usually just use spells. Alright, here's the pretty new method. Oh, the game just froze. Oh, now it's unfrozen. I mean, the graphics are just absolutely amazing. Now I'm gonna play Diablo. I'm too busy with Titan Quest. Titan Quest is really a should I load up Titan Quest? Because Titan Quest is a lot of fun. You haven't played Titan Quest? Oh, we should load up Titan Quest so we can get Ghost Yuki to play Titan Quest with us. Right? Phantom Zero gets it. Oh, I think so. I will tell you, Phantom, like, the story of Titan Quest is so amazing to me, right? Like, the fact that, you know, we've had this game forever, and then out of the blue, they start releasing expansions, and then the anniversary or whatever it's called update, and it's like, been years, that game's been out for years. And what kind of community could it possibly still have? It hadn't received an update in so long. It was no Diablo. In fact, when it first came out, it got kind of like, I won't say mediocre, but it wasn't exactly the world's biggest, awesomest reviews either, right? And then all of a sudden, it's getting remakes out of nowhere. It's like, holy cow. Really? Not remakes, I mean expansions. And then the announcement for Titan Quest 2. And you're like, holy cow, yes, that is awesome. Awesome. Short version with nostalgia bit is looked at DFO Elsewhere and got hit by the same thing as a large part why I dropped. Wow, a few. Oh, well, that's not good, Ghost. Toy Quest does have a loyal community. Is it bigger than a City of Heroes community, Phantom, do you think? Like, it probably is at this point, but before it started getting all the expansions, the announcements for Titan Quest 2, like after it had been out for 10, 15 years and it was quiet for a long time, do you think it had a community that was bigger than City of Heroes Homecoming? All right, let me show you guys my skill tree, and maybe you guys can tell me if I'm doing kind of okay on the skill tree. So I just have Frozen Armor at 1. I guess I probably should put more points into that at some point for better defense bonus. Why do I have points in lightning for? I can't even... I don't even know why I have points in lightning. And then I have fire. I have 7 in firebolt, 3 in warmth, and 4 in fireball. And I got 6 points remaining, and respecking is very hard in this game, which is another thing that makes it unapproachable. But respecting is kind of hard. I wonder if I was following a build guide on this. TQ is always a beloved game. We should put it on so that Ghost Yuki can see it, right? We should totally put it on. Let me make sure I have it downloaded. Hold on one second. Let me make sure I have it like downloaded off of... I think I played that one on GOG. GOG is really awesome. How hard is it to respec? How hard is it to respec in this? There's something shooting at me? Stupid traps. Oh, I get Hydra. Oh, everyone loves Hydra. I love Hydra in 3. Oh, really? You're not gonna let me look at my skill tree in peace? Die. Blaze creates a wall of fire. Inferno creates a continuous jet of flames to scorch your enemies. Which gets you firewall, which gets you meteor. Fire mastery. Increases all day. Okay. So in Resurrected, you get 1 respec per difficulty. Oh, okay. That doesn't sound like a lot. Talk to a car back in 1. Okay. Next question is... I forgot what the next question was. You shouldn't be changing your build. What if I want to? What if I want to experiment? Like, how do I really know if Inferno is really better than Firebolt unless I experiment? That's my big problem with games that don't let you respec, right? Like, here's the thing. We just got through talking about how City of Heroes, it doesn't give you a lot of information when it comes to, like, let's say you have a choice. You can pick a power that lowers an enemy defense or lowers an enemy's resistance. Which one is better, right? Which one's better for high-level play? You don't know because the game doesn't give you enough information to make an informed decision. So you either look it up on a guide and hope that you picked a good guide, or you pick one at random and you hope it's a good choice. But when you get to there and you find out, no, I figured out the wrong choice, well, here's a slap on the wrist, make a new character and start over again. Or get your one respec and hope you get it right this time, because otherwise you get a slap on the wrist and you gotta start all over again, right? I'm not a big fan of those games that are like, I wouldn't mind it nearly as much if the games were a lot more clear in exactly what abilities do, exactly how the math works. Like in Pathfinder Tabletop, you know exactly what things are, like resistances and damage and armor class and to hit and how they all relate to each other, because the math is very basic and it's very clear and it helps you make more informed decisions. Yeah. But what happens when you figure wrong? So when I was playing, so one of my fun stories, it might have been Diablo 1, when I was playing way back in the day, I remember going pretty hardcore on a fire character, as I'm tends to do, as I'm doing here. And then I get to like the in-game, and there's a lot of things that were resistant or immune to fire, and I got screwed. So then what? And I don't know, is that the way it is in Diablo 2? If I go hard on the fire, am I going to regret it later on? So I don't know if one respec per difficulty. Doesn't per difficulty mean you've gone through the entire game, all 4 or 5 acts or whatever it is, before you can graduate to the next one, right? That's the way it works in older Diablo games. So what if I get to Act 4 and I find everyone there is resistant to fire? I better hope I can respec that one time and that it works, and I save that respec and I didn't burn it right here in the middle, realizing these lightning things kind of suck. Oh, I've been given this lightning because of an item, so that makes sense. This reduces enemies' life by 25%, which actually seems pretty substantial. Telekinesis uses the power of your mind to pick up items, use objects, and knock back enemies. I think this was picked up for teleport, so that might make sense there. I'm not sure about static. Frozen armor for its defense, obviously. This requires level 30. I'm only level 20 before I can get cool Hydra. 14% fire damage per level. Per level of the character? So yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Right, hey Venta. Well, we were just playing a little bit earlier, and then we got sidetracked into a Diablo 2 discussion. So I was kind of hoping some people could give me some hot tips, Venta. We could definitely go back to Diablo 4, though, because maybe the conversation stalled a bit. But I will say these are things that kind of make this a little bit harder and unapproachable to people. What I do like is I like the graphics. What I do like is I like the fact that you go through enemies a lot slower and they go through you a bit slower, so it gives you time as an older guy. I appreciate that it gives me time to kind of work through things, so I like that. You're a little bit more careful, methodical about how you're going into dungeons and stuff. I like that. I like that about Titan Quest as well. You will be a little bit more careful. It isn't just like a lawnmower simulator, as my friend likes to put it. Yeah, you have to be more cautious. So there are things that I really, really do like about this, but those other things kind of hold it back for me in spending more time with it. I would rather play Titan Quest. I think Titan Quest has a little bit easier inventory management. They have a little bit more easier respecking. They have a little bit clearer, I think, character progression paths, and easier inventory management. So I'm not sure that Diablo 2 now holds up for me compared to Titan Quest. Now the end game on Diablo 2 is probably,
I am overburdened.
you know, oh, I'm already overburdened. It's probably leagues better than that. So I don't know. You guys will have to tell me. Apparently I put everybody to sleep. Alright. Diablo. Nothing's giving you a nightmare. Hell, enemies can spawn with immunities, though required bosses won't. Interesting. So what do you do? I mean, if some enemies can respawn with immunities and you built an all-fire character, you're probably boned then. You need to make sure to take some ice skills or something. I like this old necromancer guy. Stay with me for a while. And then the new warlock class they came out with. Absolutely. Alright, so Vinta, you want me to do Diablo 4, or do you guys want to see Titan Quest? Or go back to City Heroes? Your choice. I'm not even sure I can change the title of the stream once I've started. Switch account, select stream. If it's a weak enemy, hit it. If it's not, go fight something else. You don't have to kill every enemy. Whoa, 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 whoa. What do you mean you don't have to kill every enemy? That's the reason you play these games, is to kill every mother effing enemy. You don't have to. What kind of heresy is this? You don't want to kill every enemy. Oh my gosh. The sacrilege that comes out of y'all's mouth sometimes. Don't want to kill every enemy. Alright, we need to get Ghost Yuki into another game. Am I right, boys? Am I right? So, here we go. Here's the game Ghost Yuki needs to play next. This is the game that, in my opinion, if you were going to hold a gun to my head and say, Phil, either take Titan Quest or Diablo 2 to a desert island, right now my answer would be Titan Quest. Okay? Would be Titan Quest. Titan Quest 2 Early Access is available now, but just like Path of Exile 2, I'm not touching any of those until those games are done. Why would I when I've got the full-blown Titan Quest 1 already ready? Why would I? Okay. That is not my cool character. There we go. There's my cool character. She is hot, she is sexy, and she is ready to kick some butt. Look at that. Right? And, wow, that is one hot looking chick. Okay, we're moving on. Now, I had a higher level back in the day, but then this went to the anniversary edition. I went to Steam. I forget what happened, but yeah. All right. %% on which part, fan? A bit of a delay. All right. So, man, these icons are really small for my old man eyes. Let's go ahead and... I love pet classes. I love fire. You told me that I can combine, things to get both. That's really awesome. Let me see if I can look up my skill tree. So the cool thing about Titan Quest is you start off picking essentially a mastery. Actually, I should show you. Let's show Ghost Yuki. Exit the main menu. Exit the main menu. Play Titan Quest. Where is create a character? By these buttons, could they make them any smaller? Let's just call her Cindy, for example. Okay, let's create Cindy for a minute. I just want to show you. Wait. Did I get to pick a? Wait, where did I pick up my class?
You there, soldier!
Boy, it's been a while since I created a character.
Men defending every...
Oh, we're just gonna go in here without a class? Is it when you level up? You get your first class when you level up? Warfare and Dream is fun? Okay.
I think so. It works this way in Grim Dawn.
Yeah, and Grim Dawn... Yeah, and Grim Dawn is essentially the sequel to Titan Quest. Made by a lot of the same developers and stuff. There are so many similarities between the games, it's not even funny, right? Boy, is there a...
You saved my... That horse is the one. Normally we would what? Satyrs. I just go down the road. You...
First of all, I love the fact that it is that that Italy, Roman theme, whatever, mythology theme. One of you guys said it earlier.
They want
Greek
us with
mythology.
drink from a
Greek mythology,
drink
thank
from
you.
a different
Yes, that.
fountain.
Hello, stranger. Please, our farms and our families are not safe. Those...
Oh, we gotta show Ghost Yuki Grim Dawn after this. Because Grim Dawn's just as... Grim Dawn's even better. I mean, Grim Dawn's so good. How can you not be playing Grim Dawn? You gotta play Grim Dawn.
Do you remember that game Dungeon Siege?
Yeah, I didn't like Dungeon Siege. I ended up liking Titan Quest a lot better. What's that?
Yeah, I had Dungeon Siege as well.
Yeah, it's an oldie, and a lot of people liked it, but I wasn't one of them.
Dragon Age Origins.
Dragon Age Origins. I mean, that's a little different genre, right? It's a classic RPG. You know, the Dungeons is just like Diablo. Titan Quest is like Diablo-like, however you call it. Some people call them hack and slash, slashers.
Stupid little centaur guys, just die. Yeah, do I have to hit level 2 before I can pick a mastery there, Phantom? That's what I was thinking. I was just going to hit level 2 real quick, and maybe that'll work it. Here we go. We can get zoom in on the action, guys. Zoom in on that action. Yeah, I think I've heard of Siege of Avalon. So, like Diablo 2, this is a somewhat slower paced game, and I've got the speed probably cranked up on this, because you can crank up the speed on this game, on this remake, or whatever it's called. But, jeez, am I going to kill him before he kills me? Not with any more healing potions. got him. Yay, and now I'm full of health. And now everything gets to die. Whoa, you get to die, he gets to die. Ooh, that was close. That was super close. Modding support. Yeah. So, let's see here. Let's go back to Ye Old Town. There is a portal too, just like in Diablo. Armor and weapons that have like attribute requirements. Since I'm leveled up, I got a couple points I could spend. Let's see here. Skills window. So now we get to select a skill mastery, right? So you got all these different skills: Ghost, Storm, Earth, Dream, Warfare, Spirit. I don't know what this Naden is. Rogue, Hunting, Runes, Nature, and Defense. And why can't I pick Runes and Nailed In? Is that something you can get for your secondary only? I thought I bought all the expansions of this game. Am I missing expansions? Anyways, what's really cool is after you play, you pick a primary, you know, and then, you know, as you put points into it, you unlock different abilities. And it's kind of similar to Diablo in a way. But what's cool is later on, you can pick a secondary one, and you can mix and match these to create a unique class experience. So you could go Storm Defense, you could go Storm Nature, you could go Storm Dream, you could go Dream Storm. You know? It is really, really cool. No, this is much more fun than Path of Exile 1, because it isn't a spreadsheet simulator, so... And it's not like this big, huge online thing where you got to trade with other people to get anywhere, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And yeah, no. This is so much better.
Really? Say something nice about Path of Exile 1. It's a cool game.
Yeah, no. There's nothing nice to say about Spreadsheet Simulator.
Okay.
Fine, it's free. There, it said something nice.
Nice.
It's free to play done right. Another game having a mix and match system like that, but I'm not sure what it was. Grim Dawn is definitely Grim Dawn. Yeah, City of Heroes does a pretty good job of that too. It's one of the reasons I like City of Heroes, right? City of Heroes does, I mean, you do have to pick a class first, but you're mixing and matching these different primaries and secondaries for these unique experiences. It gives the game a ton of replayability value. It's not like it's not special. So, yeah, I could definitely recommend this game here. I wonder if the rendering device, borderless, lock, butterfly, gale, full screen, contrast, graphics, texture, super high, detailed objects, bloom, anti-aliasing, HUD size. Oh, what about large? What does large do? Oh, yeah, there we go. That's the old man eyes. Appreciates that. Yeah. Woo. Nice big HUD. Grim Dawn? Oh, do you guys want to see Grim Dawn? Is that what I'm hearing? We need to show Yuki Grim Dawn so that he can get sucked into that and play that too. Don't forget to download this, by the way, Yuki. Titan Quest, best game ever. Totally. I think the thing is, I got this on GOG. Do I have this on GOG? Let me check my GOG account. Oh, I do have it on GOG. That's probably where I like to think my better characters are at. We'll see. Yeah, because I think I was playing on this Steam one to play with a friend. So this wasn't my solo playthrough one. I gotta look through my breaks at work. I don't know. Do we lose Venta Forma? Where did Venta Forma go? Oh yeah, it's got all the cool ancient world myths and stories and everything else. Oh, I got Age of Mythology. You want to see Age of Mythology? Have you played Age of Mythology HD with its new DLCs, Yuki? And have you played it lately with the new updates? It's got like a cool like roguelike mode and a nice co-op-y mode. You should be playing it together with me. It's totally a thing. Everyone's doing it. You're doing it. I'm doing it. She's doing it. He's doing it. Everyone's doing it. Phantom, do you play Age of Mythology? Boo boy? My cat's over there hiding from me. What you doing, Boo? Kitty cat. We'll be spending 5 minutes per game. I can't everything to the list. Okay, all you have to do to get all of this done is to build time travel, okay? Gosh. Phantom, you gotta play the new Age of Mythology Retold. Oh, dude, they have totally tricked it out, bruh. You gotta play it. Everyone's doing it. Right? You just gotta do time travel. That's all. That's all you have to do, bruh. Okay. Alright, so check it out. Secure your place among the gods with Age of Mythology Retold expansion packs all in one. You're gonna get the Ultimate Fan Pack, the Blood and Bones Pack, the Obsidian Mirror, you know, all kinds of new expansion stuff. And oh gosh, yeah, no, we're just getting stuff oh my gosh, look at this, just stuff left and right, right? So nowadays, customize a person, yes, I already get that. Nowadays, do I have to pick some? Will that make it go away? Okay. Nowadays, look at all these different gods you have to pick from. Look at all these gods. I think when the game first came out, I think it was just Greeks, Egyptians, and Norse gods, right? And I'm not even sure Demeter was in here. No, Demeter's new. Demeter, whatever. I swear one of these is new. Then Atlanteans was added later on with that first expansion, right? But now you got the Chinese. Wait, does she have a snake body? Oh, that's creepy. You got the Chinese and you got the Japanese gods. Right? I think the Atlanteans, weren't they part of an expansion? But yeah, and they're adding more. So you got to jump in. You don't want to get left behind, do you? Okay, you don't want to miss out. You don't want to miss out, guys, okay? We got fully balanced lobbies. Oh, but let me show you this. This is just skirmish, but they got this Arena of the Gods where you can play this gauntlet mode, and it's like a roguelike mode. Look, it's like Slay the Spire, where you pick which way to go, And you get different bonuses as you go up, and your lives are, you can't lose your lives because that's basically failure. And you're going to try to make it to the end here, and you level up and you get permanent progression, so it's like a roguelite. How freaking cool is that? Tell me that isn't the coolest thing you've ever seen. Okay? That is really, really cool. That is really, really cool. And I believe you could do this. Let me see here. I believe you can do this co-op. I know the story mode can be done co-op right here for a fact, which is another kind of roguelike mode. So yeah, you can do that co-op. You got the full... Oh, by the way, more campaigns, of course, because the Atlantis, again, I believe that was with the original expansion. Follow the Trident Golden Gift, I believe were all original. And then these are 2 brand new ones calling you guys up. Ring, 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 ring. Okay? It's totally calling you. Totally. And then, let's see here. What is this? I think these are just mythical battles. What is mythical battles? Okay, anyways, on top of that, they have these community events that you can do, where you can fill up this meter and do these weekly things to unlock new portraits, and by helping the community meet its goals by doing these activities, and you'll unlock them as well, so you can have these different cool portraits to put on your character. Isn't that awesome? So totally calling you guys up. Who's with me? Who's loading it? Who's downloading it right this second? Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna exit out of here. I think I'll give you the sales pitch. We got to go back to what we were doing before, boys and girls, and continue with our sales pitch to Yuki for Titan Quest, because we know Yuki really wants to play Titan Quest. Assuming it loads up here. It's going to load up. Is it thinking about loading up? Grivnosh, something since I've already got it semi-handy. You can have that other one semi-handy for the small price of whatever it cost. Whatever that amount is. Current machine modified. Ooh. 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 Let me do that first. We want the Galaxy Cloud version. Sync. It's syncing up my save files. Now I'm about to load into my Conquer on Titan Quest. Right? Right? We need to get Yuki into Titan Quest so he can play with us. We have like a big old group together, right? Wouldn't that be cool?
Before...
Oh no, it's the same characters from before. No, it isn't. Is it? It is the same characters from before, isn't it? It didn't sync it up with the cloud. Stand by. Gotta sync it up with the cloud still. I don't think it synced up with the cloud. That's kind of weird. So I'm gonna drop this much. It does you push till next month. Sink or swim. I know, right, Puz? I'm sinking. I'm sinking big time. It's not even funny how bad I'm sinking here. I am sinking. I am so sinking. There, it's horrible. I'm sinking. And it doesn't want to fix it is the problem. Cloud sync failed due to heavy load. Restart the next time you launch the game. Okay, so I'm launching the game. Now what? Trying to sync. Might have lost my save file. But you know what? That's just an excuse to play the game again. So, is it really a loss? Is it? You decide. Oh wow. It really doesn't want to sync. Now is it going? Is it syncing now? It had a pop-up, so it's giving me hope. Don't give me hope. I played this quite a bit last year, according to my log. Well, I got like 20 hours in, according to this. But it is having some issues. And I can't get it to launch. It is being naughty. I think GOG is getting a little bit more buggy. But then if I if I close it, then Titan Quest boots up, which I don't want it to do. Say what you will about the online versions of Diablo 3 and 4, at least your characters are mostly safe. Oh, nice, Phantom. Nice. Well, if that doesn't convince Yuki, I don't know what will. Oh, we were talking about how he has like a level 56 on the Steam version. He starts characters all the time because it's so much fun. We start characters over and over. I mean, that should totally convince you right there. Yeah, for Titan Quest. Sounds like a deal clincher to me. I think Usar's downloading it right now.
Titan Quest? Yeah, I am.
You know, it's really cool. If I can, I don't think I can ever get this. This sync just will not work. Current machine. No, I keep saying use the God Galaxy Cloud. Let's close Steam and see if that'll help. Yeah, there's a lot of different builds, absolutely. Okay, that's probably not going to work, sadly. I'll have to fix it on my end. It might require a reboot or something a bit more involved. Let's try... Can I try something else instead, game? Or are you not going to let me do that either, God Galaxy? I'm beginning to think it's a God Galaxy issue. I don't know if any of y'all use God Galaxy, but I think it's being a little naughty. But if I close God Galaxy, then I can I can load the game. That is too funny. All right, here. Well, come on. A level on Grim Dawn. I have this nice little level 52 Kabbalist. And we have this level 55 Purifier, level 13 Conjurer, and level 30 Sorceress. Wow, look at that. It's got glowing shoulder pads. Yeah. I don't have a Dervish. It's level 20X or 1X. So, as you'll notice, like the UI is already similar to Titan Quest. You know, here at the bottom. Let me turn this down a titch. Let's see if we have some UI scaling options. We do. Whoa, big old man eye scaling options. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Very high. We're playing on a very high rig here, man. We're streaming to YouTube. We want to make sure we got the best. Okay. You have a lot more inventory space than you have in Diablo 2. Very clear what your stats do. Lots and lots of bag space here. Yeah, I did turn it down. Is that still super loud? It is kind of loud, isn't it? And I turned it down to half volume, and it's still kind of loud, isn't it? Come on, Grim Dawn. Work with me here. Master volume. Let's put you down to 25% here. It's still a little loud, but should be better. Should be better. Oh, and there's an evade space thingy in the game now. I don't think that was there when I played way back in the day. Back in my day, we didn't have no evading. Right? So, you have like two different trees. Here I have the Demolitionist and the Arcanist to blend these two together for your ultimate, you know, kick-assery type of thing. And it always, these kinds of builds are always kind of interesting to me because it seems like if you spread yourself out too much, you don't really get a great benefit. So maybe it's just me, but I tend to stay focused. and just a few, few scales and those things that support you overall. So I think that's what you mostly see there. A Blackwater cocktail. Oh, got 15 points available too. And then you have this huge, huge passive tree. I never got far into this. So my understanding is that Grim Dawn is that great step up. Let's say you played Diablo 3, and you liked it, but you were looking for something deeper. But you didn't want to jump into the spreadsheet simulator that is Path of Exile. And/or you didn't want to deal with an online community and constant trading and weird currencies and all the stuff that come with Path of Exile. Then this game is a good, happy compromise. Definitely a happy compromise. And you can play around with these trees and get all kinds of fun little extra passive bonuses. If I recall correctly, these are all passive bonuses. So, that you can work in there. Oh yeah. Yeah, so I'm sure we have completely convinced him now. This one's actually named after me. That was, what do you mean, like single player? I always play single player on these games. Occasionally I'll play with my wife, that's about it. Now, this guy here should have lots of summons. So, we can have lots of birds and summon Briarthorn. Oh, here we go. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's what I like to see. I like to see lots of things I can summon up, like my Necromancer. And watch my pets just go to work. While I kind of like sit back here and occasionally cast a spell. Grasping Vines, Primal Strike... Wind Devil. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. There we go. Just zap things and watch my little guys go at it. Oh, if D2 is something we can play together, I always do. We should theoretically be able to do it together because I always do my characters, because they ask you if you want to do them online or off. Well, first of all, I can always make a new character. But it always asks if you do it offline or online, and I always do online. Even though I don't play a lot of multiplayer, because it won't force me into other people just because I pick online. That just the big thing for a single player is it means cloud saving for your character. If you do it offline, it's saved only to your computer, and if your computer like explodes, you've lost your characters. So I play online. Now the downside of online is if their servers are down or something like that, then you're kind of boned. So that's the trade-off. But you cannot play your characters online if you play them offline. So you can't play online with friends either. So that's another downside. So I didn't really like the fact that Diablo 3 was online all of the time. But it did come with the benefit of like, hey, at least if I uninstall, reinstall, whatever. Wow, I really hit hard with this big stick. But there was always the benefit of like, well, at least, the backups save my character, so. Yeah, something else. Yeah, you could always play an offline character, play a different game. The servers don't go down. I can't remember the servers being down in Diablo 2 for the times I've logged in. I've never had an issue. Diablo 3 had some issues, I think some hiccups at the beginning, and I've never had any really issues since. Here's what's really funny about Diablo 3. So, I had a friend who's like, Phil, you really need to play Diablo 3 on the PlayStation. I'm like, I already played a bunch on the PC, I don't want to play on the PlayStation with a joystick, with a controller, right? It's a keyboard and mouse game. I'm used to playing keyboard and mouse. And I played the Diablo-like games on the PlayStation 1 and the 2, and they're never great. Especially for ranged attacks, and I love doing ranged attacks, as you guys know.
Bourbon let you stay.
And so, I was like, so I was like, no, I don't think it'd be a really bad day. He's like, no, Phil, it works really good. Try it. So when it was on sale, I bought it on the PlayStation. OM quadruple G. It is really Diablo 3 on the PlayStation was a lot of fun. So much fun that when it was on sale, I bought it on the Switch as well later on. And the interesting thing about the Switch version is of course, the Switch, you play it portable all the time. Guess what? You play it offline. It works offline, no problem. It's a version of Diablo 3 you can play offline. I don't know about the PlayStation, but for a fact, the Switch one can be played offline. I played it on the airplane, playing Diablo 30,000 feet up in the air. So, anyways, there's Grim Dawn. That's kind of a little cute, quick overview of Grim Dawn. Highly recommend it, along with Titan Quest. They're both kind of similar because they're both made by the same similar devs. Grim Dawn is probably more technically impressive and a bit more fleshed out, but I think Titan Quest wins on a Greek setting with the gods and everything else and going to slay gods. Grim Dawn, you know, is definitely more solid in that respect to me. I think, Titan Quest is better on theming. Grim Dawn has probably the better in-game as well with its gearing and everything from everything that I've heard. So, and it has more depth to it. So, which is saying something, because Titan Quest is no slouch. So any other advertisement before we go to bed? Did you get Diablo 4 yet, Ghost Yuki? Don't forget to get Diablo 4. Oh yeah, Time Quest, that's a great soundtrack, that's true. But Diablo 4 has compelling aesthetics. So there you go. And it has a puppy dog sleeping in the back of your backpack. Aw, look at the cute little boy. You can't say no to him. No, you don't have Vessel, Ghost Yuki. You gotta buy the new expansion. You'll get Vessel for free if you pre-order the new expansion that comes out in a couple of weeks, 3 weeks. You'll get the old expansion, that first expansion, for free if you haven't bought it yet. So your procrastinating will pay off, and you can join Shirley and I for all these really cool in-game thingies. Totally. Let's see. Conquer the earth, collect a divine gift. Oh, let's see if I can find some, oh, there's a raven of the tree. You could always use a good old raven of the tree.
Oh, it's 7 a.m. In 2 hours, it's gonna be time for breakfast.
Whispers expire in 3 grim favors. Oh, that sounds useful.
Philip, do you like dumplings?
Keep in mind that anything up here adds about 20-30% to U.S. price. Yeah. Well, you know, it's totally worth it. You know, make you love it even more when you pay more money for it. Dumplings are fine. Oh, yeah. Everyone likes dumplings.
That's nice.
Go to instant gaming? What is instant gaming? Yeah, what the hell is instant gaming? What's instant gaming? I want to know what this marvel of modern technology is.
Instant gaming is a store with CD keys.
Oh, key seller. Ah.
Key seller, yeah.
Key sellers. I use like Green Man Gaming and what else? Fanatical. I've used that a couple of times. They give me some really good prices on some of these things. Die. Now, what am I supposed to be doing here? Whisper, collect cinders. It's a lot of cinders. One grim favor, 5 grim favors, PvP. Oh my gosh, you guys are insane. Guys ever thought about, you know, the Legion event? Complete the Legion event. Begins in 4 minutes. What's a Legion event? Huh, guess I could Google that up real quick. Legion event. This activity spawns on timer, one few locations around the world. It's a multiplayer event with a timer to play mastery objective, which is spawn spells. There are many locations. Defeat the boss. I don't know if I can really defeat the boss right now. I need better gear. I need something decent to draw before I can start beating bosses. Whisper, slay the world boss. Begins in 38 minutes. Well. If other people are there, that might work. Stupid rent. You don't be responsible. Just be irresponsible. Totally. Now we still have plenty of City of Heroes to play together. City of Heroes rocks. Tomorrow night I'll definitely be streaming City of Heroes. If Rusty Hearts? What's a Rusty Hearts? My B580COH hates that card? What? I'm confused by that statement. Oh, there are other people here. It begins in 1 minute. I'm not much for group stuff, but we'll give it a shot.
It's been good hanging out with everybody now that I've been feeling better. I'm going to call it a night, though, and get some rest. So,
Alrighty.
wish you all a good evening, and God bless you all.
Take care.
Take care.
Oh. Okay, it's pretty obscure. COH doesn't like the Intel GPU? Oh. Well, that's odd. I've never heard of any games having issue or anybody having issues running Homecoming. That thing will run on a toaster oven, for what I'm told. Do I get XP for being moral support here? Like, I can't even kill anything because they're... See, this is why you hardly ever see me playing in multiplayer again. Like, I'm like getting things... It's already dead. It's already dead. Ah ha ha. You've got better gear than me. It's already dead. This is why, right? But hey, I get my share of XP, so, you know. I guess that's all that really matters. Old DFO didn't have problems, the current one does. Oh. Yeah, you get a Zerg pack just playing the game for you, right? Yeah, I'm always like the last person there. Good thing he's taking a minute to show up. Oh my gosh, by the time I ran over to that thing and back, he's already dead. Oh my gosh. Wow. Now I'm playing on hard. I guess $1 million question is, you could play this on like all the different difficulties in the world, right? Why aren't these people playing on harder difficulty levels? Like, if they can melt things so quickly, why don't they up the difficulty levels and get more XP per kill and shiz and better loot? Zerg pack? I don't ever get used to this because I don't like it. It's like getting used to fish. I don't like fish, so no matter how much you put in front of my face, it's not going to change. I'm gonna let them kill the satellite guys that are chaining him, and then I'm gonna be here to... make sure I get my damage in on the boss this time so it counts. Oh, there's a whole bunch of loot. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was a big loot event. Can I not carry any more opals? I'm full on opals, aren't I? Oh, that's most concerning. And then I got my what I came here for, which was the Grim Doodads. Sometimes the increment in the world isn't an increase in difference. If you're killing that fast, then yes, bumping up one more level, you're still going to kill pretty darn fast, and you're going to get like 75% more loot. Because Diablo's loot goes up quite a bit per tier. The only reason you don't go up is if it's taking you literally twice as long to kill something. Returning players, yeah, no, I don't know, but yeah, I can still recommend DFO. I don't know, DFO game, man, that's rough. I tried it, it's rough. I don't even know where to spend the obols because I've got like a ton of obols. Oh boy, do I have obols. I also got skill points I need to spend. Oh boy, do I have skill points. Okay, I like that a lot. Let's see here. So do I have enough points to open up another big attack? Oh, wait. Scourge. We like Scourge. And we like that. And Payback. Smash enemies in front of you, dealing 50 points of damage. Razor Wings. Whirl out a cluster of razor sharp feathers that rebound back, dealing 27. Rushing Claw. Charge cooldown 4 per 20 seconds. What? 4 per 20 seconds. Oh, okay. And it's just striking all enemies along the way twice for a total of 46 total damage. And you get 4 charges per 26. That actually sounds pretty good. Touch of Death. Cooldown 50 seconds. Strike an enemy and affect him, dealing 1 damage. And applying ace and poisoning damage over 9 seconds. When the affection inspires, the host dies, a swarm hatches and seeks enemies for 9 seconds, dealing 2 damage per hit. You can have up to 3 swarms active at once. I think this rushing back and forth sounds pretty interesting, so I'm going to give that a shot. Whoa. Has a maximum of... Ooh, wow. Wait, Raging Claw has a maximum of 12 maximum charges. Cooldowns reduced by 5 seconds. Casting consumes all charges to increase its damage by 50% per charge. And it hits a larger area. Holy shitpickles. Yes, please. That sounds so badass. I might regret that, but... That was the best part of the games. I do like leveling in Diablo. It goes pretty quick. It goes quick nowadays. But it's just like City of Heroes. City of Heroes leveling goes relatively quick. But I'm still glad it's there. I don't want them to hand wave it. And I slow it down in some cases with the way I play. And like in City of Heroes, I oftentimes don't take double XP for, for some of my characters. Was there rushing field to end game? Yeah. Yeah, I will say, like, WoW definitely has a leveling problem. It's much worse than WoW than any other game that they got. Like, they haven't figured out how to make that really work. And they're really working hard on it. They really are. They got a new level 1 experience to train people, all that other jazz. But... they know they got some work to do. Definitely. Yeah, you've got too many obols. Don't ask me where you sell those obols at or use those obols at, but you got too many. Alright, who's my obol person? Oh, I see the horse trainer person. I should talk to that person. Switch out for my lion. Yeah, they haven't quite figured out what to do with it, and I don't know. I don't know what the exact answer is for them, but they're working on it. And I have faith that they might find solutions soon because they've done a really good job with the single-player content and tackled that head on.
Okay. I need to go. Have a good night.
Have a good one. Final Fight 14, the dungeon content was all relevant. I mean, for what? For leveling alt classes, maybe, I suppose. And then I got stuck in go groups because they just want... Oh, it was also used for their daily quests sometimes, right? They would do their daily quests. which they had done 500 times. And the problem is, on one hand, they gave you other players to play with at all times, but the problem was after doing it every day as their daily quest for like a bazillion years, all they want to do is go, 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 go. So it creates a new problem, right? Go, 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 go. Glaive, polearm, quarterstaff. I do like glaives. 35. Kadala's chest. You ask for more, she gives you less. Just like click on things till she gives me something good. Oh gosh. A whispering key unlocks silent chest of chain from the purveyor of curiosities. Really? How many keys do I have of these things? Oh, where is it putting the key at? Is it under here? Where are you putting all these keys at? Oh, right there. Duh, Phil. Whispering keys. Unlock silent chest. Okay. Probably keep a few of those around because why the hell wouldn't I? Oh, that was a nice upgrade. All right, what else can you get me? Oh, we can get some boots here. Okay. Ugh. Well, let's see. What about some ring? Get a good ring there? No? Maybe if I try hard enough for a weapon, you'll give me a decent weapon? Oh, is that a unique? No, that's... Wait, it is... It is nothing special. There we go. Yeah, Golden Glaive of the Undying. Casting a gorilla skill? What the beep? What's a gorilla skill? I don't have a... Whatever. I can transmog that or whatever the hell it's called. Let's see here. Minimum eye level dungeons. If you go, 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 you're going to die in about 5 minutes. No, they don't. They don't, Ghost. They don't. Like, they are... It's not as bad as World of Warcraft where they could literally carry the dungeon by themselves. They do have to be a little careful, but they don't have to be a lot careful, like if they were really low level. Yeah, I got a lucky roll there, Phantom, right? It was like I was playing like the lottery. Yeah. Yeah, it is nice to play with people that you know, though. Yeah, and if you play the tank, that's really great. The problem, Phantom, so you say that's why you always play the healer or tank, because you can help set the pace. The problem in World of Warcraft in the lower level dungeons, and it's becoming a little bit more like this in the lower level dungeons in Final Fantasy, at least when I played like 3 years ago, was that they've gotten so good with their gear and everything that they can just go, 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 and they don't have to wait for the healer, especially in World of Warcraft. But even in like Final Fantasy, like levels, like the level 10, 15, 20 dungeons, things like that, they didn't wait around for me a whole lot. Yeah. Yeah. You're talking about people who are using like higher level characters that are coming down to do their daily quest, right? So they're going to have high level gear. It's being squished down a bit, but it's not being squished down enough. Same thing with WoW. WoW. Yeah. 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 It's literally, it got to a point where I'd rather run with the bots. The thing with running with the bots, you would run a lot more slowly with the bots. Because they added bots to Final Fantasy XIV because a lot of people like me kept complaining. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know exactly what mechanics they're using to squish it down or if they're forcing item levels or whatever the deal is. My point being is that they just don't rely on, they don't rely as much on the healer to set the pace when I played. Again, World of Warcraft's much worse. I do feel like in some of the dungeons in Final Fantasy that if they were too far ahead and left me completely behind, then it would cause them some heartache. But it wasn't like I had to, it wasn't like that they were worried that much about it. If I was behind, they weren't double check. If I wasn't like right behind them, they weren't like, wait a minute, hold up, the healer's not here. Whereas in old World of Warcraft, it was definitely that way. That tank would make sure that healer is in range before he would do a pull. He wouldn't even hesitate. He wouldn't even think he'd do what he just no. He definitely would. He would make sure.
Need something for it?
Yeah, the bots don't rage bait either. Yeah, they don't rage bait. Yeah. And use that level scaling thing. Yeah, it's like being overgeared. Main eye level stats for low level dungeons. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I'm not familiar with the exact mechanics. It's been a couple of years. I probably was more familiar with the exact mechanics when I was doing it back 3 years ago. I was streaming it. Like non-stop. And yeah, it was interesting, but it just again, I think it was better than WoW. I wasn't quite as bad as WoW. WoW was pretty bad.
There is magic in all things. Let me show you.
Have any of you seen the Undercity time dungeons in Diablo 4? I don't know if I can do it on a low-level character, but I can certainly give it a good old college try.
Keep my fortune.
It is done.
Ooh, collection of lay guard, collection of rings, or collection of helms. Ooh, level 20. Ring. Oh gosh, gee whiz willikers. That is impressive loot. And none of it's okay. That one's a little useful, and we'll take that. And that's about it. Okay. Yeah, and I enjoyed taking a healing in 14. I did enjoy healing overall outside the go issues. It was really, really cool when I hit to level 50 or so, because there was a couple of dungeons where I had to really be on top of my healing rotations. And I don't know if it's because I just end up with a lot of other players that didn't have the max gear score or whatever, but they were kind of squishy. And so it was kind of, it was so refreshing because I actually had to play my class and play it well. And it felt like I was being rewarded for doing that. And it was awesome. And I loved it. So I do have some fond memories in there. Definitely. Loved how that felt. Nice. To use a comparison, regular Dungeon Finder groups are like CI character being exemplar down, minimum eye levels like a CI character being sidekicked up. Yeah, sounds like you mean. All I know is I use Group Finder. I mean, right, that's what they tell you to do, is use Group Finder. You know, you're supposed to use Group Finder to find people to do dungeons. So that's what I did. And the daily bonuses and stuff like that were based off of using Dungeon Finder. So I'm going to use the tool that they tell me. And then if there's a problem with it, I'll grouse about it. Ooh, Undercity for 5 rewards. Yes, please. Yeah, the daily random works only with Group Finder. Yeah. So I mean, that's what I'll use, and if it's a problem, then it's a problem. But it is what it is, right? As they say in the South, it is what it is. So I'm gonna do a time dungeon here. It's been a while since I tried this. I've never tried it with the low character, so we're gonna give this a shot. See if I can survive this. Standing outside the fire. Standing out. So this is kind of intense. It'll be hard for me to read y'all's comments while I'm going through this, so you'll have to forgive me. Ooh, that's some nasty big damage. Oh, that is her. Oh, ouch, ouch. What the hell is that thing right there? And why does it freaking hurt so much? Oh gosh, it just hurts like no one's business. Oh, I'm not surviving this, am I? I don't think I am. I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. Yeah. Oh, -2 seconds. That's not nice. Yeah, I'm definitely not ready for this. Not at this. I don't know if I can turn down the difficulty, but holy cow. It looks so good on paper. Yeah, no, I'm not succeeding on this. Not at this difficulty. Now, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, no, that ain't working. Baseline. Let's see. Tanks get some epic moments in 14. Where's the difficulty? Let me see if I can turn this down and see if I can do a little better on that if I turn it down. If I had better loot, that would be helpful. Yeah, I guess I have to turn it back down to normal. Maybe I'll have a chance. And let me just check to see. You still got a little bit of something. Let me check my skills real quick. Okay, so this didn't turn out to be a great idea, sadly. I was all excited for that, but that is... Fight consuming 4 stacks of ferocity. Let's do that for now. Okay. How's Diablo 4 going? Hey, Death Gaming, how are you doing? I really enjoyed this game. This has been, you know, I give credit where credit's due. People give Blizzard a hard time, but I like to give credit where credit's due. And it really feels like Blizzard's kind of got some of their mojo back with this game. This has been a... I'm not a Diablo expert, by the way. I'm a very casual player. I play everything pretty casually, mostly solo or with my significant other, but... lately, this has just been just a blast to play. Somewhere they did something really good here. It's just been fun. It really feels like a nice power trip. I've got a character that's 60 and a whopping 30 Paragon levels, and he definitely feels a lot more powerful. He's gone up the levels. And stuff, and now we're doing one of those time things, and maybe stop hitting the invulnerable person, hit the people that can be killed. That's always a thing. What? Where are you running to? Oh, I lost track of my mouse. Come back here. Die. Die. Now you can die. Oof. Alright, spirits are empowering me. Oh, yay. Yay, empowered spirits. Yeah, my Highlander's the best lander. Let's go over to here and do this. Yeah, this definitely feels more like a monk. This rich or this spiritist lady here, spiritualist, definitely makes me feel like I'm playing a monk in a lot of ways. We even got the little rush forward attack. I better start heading for the exit with 30 seconds left on the clock. Excuse me, coming through. Excuse me. I got spins. I got this. I got that. She's actually pretty fast to get to the portal. Fem, aura, or male. Fem, aura? What are you talking about? Admittedly, 90% fancy eyes and do cosplay stuff. Okay. Oh, let's, oh, we only got 60 seconds in here and I'm sitting here talking. That's gonna make it a little hard here. Okay, let's pull you guys in here. Thank you for participating in the time program. Now, if you don't mind, I'm just going to zip through here. And we're going to do this. Well, that sucked some time off the clock, didn't it? Skeleton Destroyer. Ooh, burst of speed, though. We do like burst of speed. Oh, that helped get some time back on the clock. Oh, time expiration's imminent. No, not the time pressure. No! Zip, 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 zip. Run, run. No time to stop. No time to stop. Oh, I have no charges left. That's most unfortunate. Ah! Oh, fudge. No. Why is the exit so far away? No. Son of a bitch. Dang nabbit. Grrr. This almost makes me feel like I should just run to the exit, you know? Like, just run to the exit, don't do anything else along the way, because it's so easy to run out of time. And I feel like you do those enemies that give you a little bit extra time, but they don't give you enough. It doesn't feel like that they give you enough for the amount of... oh, that's nice. It's a nice chest armor piece. I'll take that. Alright, so this time floor... Alright, don't ignore the little guys over here, right? We're going to go straight to... Wow, those red ones really do suck up all the time off of you. Oh, that's plus 20 seconds, so that's nice. Can you guys get out of my way, please? Thank you. Stupid wheel, die, you stupid wheel. Alright, wheels down. Attunement, Slade beacons. Die, 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 die. Oh, spirit empowers you. Well, yay. Alright, so we're just going to head to the exit here. Man, that last time I literally had like 30 seconds to spare, and I still didn't get to the exit in time. Alright, so 72 seconds, but this time, does it not carry over? I usually go Fim, player, character, for MMOs, because if I'm going to be looking at something that doesn't have, I might look something nice to it. I would say, you know, that's always a fun conversation. I would say, like, when it comes to MMOs, I would say probably 3/4 of my characters are lady folk, because I do find them more attractive. It turns out I'm a red-blooded American man, so yeah, totally a thing. Some may call me shallow. But if it's a game with, like, romance in it, I'll play a dude. I don't want to be romanced on as a lady character. That's where I draw the line, dang nabbit. You gotta know where to draw that line. Die! All of you can die now. Ooh, empowered spirit. Where's the exit at? Oh, it's up here. If it's gender locked, well, if it's like in a lot of these games nowadays, you can go romance however you want, male, female, anything like that. Now I'm old fashioned, so it's pretty easy to guess which way I go with those things. I got 20 seconds left. I can keep playing with you guys. Alright, whew! I call that really close there. Rank 3 achievement. I've only got 30 seconds on this floor because I spent all my time on the last floor, I think. So we're just gonna try to blaze on over to the last floor here. I'd like to read y'all's comments, but I'm running for my life here. Character feels so slow when they're not sprinting. Oh gosh, look how close this is. Ooh, 5 seconds left. Whew. Now, I like how it says here, time is no longer a concern, so I can take a breath and read what you guys are saying. Judy, now they're on fan of Judy. She's nice. What are we talking about? Judy who? Cyberpunk? Oh, see, I see what you're saying. I haven't played Cyberpunk. I got the DLC. I haven't played Cyberpunk at all. It's on the bucket list. I need to do it. Stupid chaining thing. What the hells? Now there's 2 of you? That's cheating. Ah, it hurts so much. Oh, this is pretty intense when you're doing this solo. This is definitely much easier in a group, just in case you're wondering, like, hey, I wonder if that would be easier in a group. The answer is yes. Yes, it was easier in a group. Woo! Alright, knock that bad boy out. That's what I'm talking about. So I like these little time rush dungeon dealies. I still got to play more to kind of get used to the mechanics, because clearly I don't understand how the time, somehow some things take away your time, some things add to your time, things like that. But I really like this idea, and I think it's a lot of fun, even though I don't know like hot sweaty stuff. Oh gosh, the portal disappeared. You had to get back there really quick. You have to like click on that really quick and take advantage of that. Well, shit pickles. The recoils blast. Oh, you guys are still going on about the gun over here. Ooh, a pretty ring. You are unhindered. Well, that sounds exciting. Active. You gain 3.1 potency skill damage per active Razor Ring. Razor Ring is now also an incarnate skill with the passive. You are unhindered. Well, I don't know what that means. Razor Wings is now an incarnate skill. Oh, I need to get Razor Wings to use with that. Every third crushing hand, an additional times for 64% of its crushing hand. Am I using crushing hand? I'm using Sunder Spike. So I need to respec just to take advantage of all these new toys. So we have crushing hand and razor wings. Crushing hand and razor wings. Crushing hand and razor wings. Crushing hands. Crushing hands. Crushing hands and razor wings. Thrash, Withering Fist, Rock Splitter, Thunder Spike. No, one of these will be Crushing Hands. Quill Volley, Rake, Stinger, Crushing Hand. Okay. Smash down next to you at the devastating crane. 2 shockwaves that overlap for deal 61 points of damage. Okay, I'm gonna hate giving this up, but I'll take your word for it. And then the other one was that wings. Soar, fly into the air. Vortex. Razor wings, that's it right there. %300% longer. Yeah, we'll give that a shot. Okay. Smack some of the skill to go flying. Try super strength. But I found street justice. Oh, guys, just go Energy Blast, man. Energy Blast is great for knocking people all over God's creation there.
Father bless. What do you need? In the park, nice.
Now, how many times I made enemies bouncing off the ceiling? What do you bounce? Made enemies bounce off the ceiling? Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, it's fun. It's super fun.
Greetings, Wanderer. I see you have slain a lesser evil. Give me any trophy you can. You carry the trophy of a lesser evil. After I sanctify it, you should be able to wield divine strength along with the...
Oh, you know, the thing is, once you sanctify an item, you can't change its doodad anymore.
There is magic in all things.
Let's change that codex on this guy here. What do we got? Increase the Energex core skills. Oh, I like this. And we can make this a favorite by pressing the spacebar on that. 28 attack speed. That's also nice. Though basic attack 4 speed, attack speed for up to 10 seconds, up to 5 times upon reaching, you get this. So that's kind of comparable. For now, I'm going to try this one.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh yeah, hand clap is really nice. Okay, guys, I gotta get to bed. Super fun tonight, though. Thank you for hanging out with me so much, Ghost and Phantom, and anybody else who's still awake in the chat. I think we're starting to drop off like flies. It's Sunday. We got work tomorrow, so and by we I mean you guys, because I'm on a federal holiday tomorrow. So that's what you get for working for the state. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a good evening and everything else. Just wish it did some damage. Yeah, early AoE of sorts. I think they changed. Did they change? They changed it to where it might do some damage under certain conditions, I thought. Yeah, I'm too tired to remember details. But thank you guys very much. I hope you have a great evening. And y'all have a good one. Yeah, great chat with everybody. God bless you.